Hey, this is C.B Smallwood with 100 Days of Making Comics. I'm here with my shirt. It's got baby spit on it because I didn't have a bilb. A bilb? Is that what it's called? A bilb? Didn't have a bilb handy. And getting ready to attempt to draw some comics and try some stuff I've not really done before. So I think in between me doing this take and what you're getting ready to see, I'm going to eat me some vanilla pudding. And oh yeah, here's some more product placement here for you. Can you guess what this is? I'm going to be sipping on this bad boy as well. But without further ado, this is C.B Smallwood, and you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics. Okay, let's go ahead and get started, or try to get started anyway. This is a still page 4. I really didn't do too much on this page after I got done filming. I pretty much just, wrapped everything up. So, how's everybody doing today? Everybody doing good? I hope so. I wish everybody well regardless. Also got a couple of more subscribers and viewers and that type of thing, and I appreciate everybody taking the time to subscribe, like, upvote, and comment on my videos. I have been getting some comments here lately, and I'm like 3 days behind and on replying to these comments, so I apologize. It isn't that I don't see them, and it isn't that I don't appreciate them. I kind of get busy, and that's not really a good excuse. It's sort of like I spend a little bit of time on different social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Minds, VidMe, and several others. And deviant art, and in every one of these platforms, I'm trying to promote my work, and on each one of them, I'm getting comments from people or suggestions or all kinds of different things, and it turns to a bit of work, and I kind of just, at some point, you how can I say this? I was getting ready to sound really brutal, but what I was trying to say is, you got to make time away from the computer, away from your phone, and all this other stuff. You got to have a life outside of the World Wide Web. And so yeah, every once in a while I try to take a break and make time for other things, because there's other stuff that needs to be done. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, to everybody that takes the time to comment, I will comment back. Which I haven't got any complaints about it, but I just want to kind of preemptively, let everybody know that I do see your comments, and I do read them, and I do very much appreciate them. Everything from the constructive criticism to any amount of pats on the backs, anything like that. I appreciate every bit of it, and I do see that stuff, and I will reply. Please be patient with me. I'm still, getting everything situated. I will say this also as well, what time I'm thinking about it. In my last video, I had these little quirks that I do when I'm trying to think of something new to say. So what I'm going to do is try to break that habit. And I'm not going to tell you what that habit is, that bad habit I have, because I don't want you to notice it, and I don't want you to be so caught up in trying to catch me do it in my videos, because it's just my videos will start going downhill in your eyes, in your ears, once you start to notice my little social tics. So to challenge myself, I'm going to try to break a few habits that I have that are very not really lend themselves well to filming. There we go. I've already started doing it. I don't know if you can notice it or not, but every once in a while I may throw out an odd word like bubble gum, fish sticks, banana butter, apple trees. Okay, so let's talk about this page that I'm working on. Fish sticks. Well, this page that I am working on, she looks aesthetically pleasing and all this other stuff, I guess. But for me, that's not enough. It's not good enough. It just, no. So, you know what I say to this? You know what I say to this? Failed. It's a failed attempt. Oh boy. It's all right. Kiss it goodbye. I mean, you can still sort of see the outline, but whatever. Okay, so what am I going to do with this page now? Well, I tell you what I got planned. I tell you what I got planned to do. And first of all, let me tell you why I erased that monstrosity. Because, like I said, I wasn't happy with it. And when I compare it to the original, I like this a lot better. There's such a kinetic energy to it, I feel like. Or such, spirit and stylistically and just artistically, just everything. You put the word Lee at the end of it. Awesome Lee. That whatever it is, I want that here. And I could probably draw it, honestly. Replicate it. All that good stuff. But I'm going to try something new. Like a couple of months ago, I ordered this bad boy. Okay. Let's see. Let's zoom in here. This is graphite transfer paper. Comes with 50 sheets. And it's 9 by 13 in size. It's by My Artscape. I got this on Amazon. And I can't remember how much I paid for it. It wasn't that much. It could have been anywhere from, I don't know, $10 to $20, somewhere in that avenue. I'm sorry, I'm not very professional. I should know how much this stuff cost. I can't remember. It's been a couple months, and it's just kind of been sitting around ever since. It's one of these things when you get something new and you don't want to waste it. Ooh, let's read this caption. Warning, to avoid danger of suffocation. Ah, get out of here. I'm not that dumb. Anyway, graphite transfer paper for precision tracing onto paper, wood, canvas, metal, and other surfaces. And here's a link to their website. But, like I said, you can find this same graphite transfer paper on Amazon. So why did I buy this? Well, it's another tool, and look what I got. You can't really tell, but this is, shoot, there we go. This is tracing paper. See how you can see my fingers through the paper? But The reason I got this is I'm trying to maximize every tool at my disposal to become a comic book artist. And that means light boxes, which I've ordered a light box. That means using reference. That means using this tracing papers and transfer papers. Everything I can think of. Because I ain't messing around, folks. I want to be a comic book artist. So let's see. I love this thing on the back. How to transfer a design. Okay. Step 1. Draw a pattern by placing tracing paper or normal paper over desired design and trace with a pencil. So basically, you take something that you drawed or something that you really like that somebody else did, and you trace it with tracing paper. All right. Step 2, you take the graphite paper, lay it down, and then, oh, wait. Stop. Step 2, you take a regular sheet of paper or whatever, you lay it down, put the graphite paper on top of that, and then take, how about I just read what's here? Position graphite paper shiny side down on desired surface. Place paper with design over graphite paper. Trace pattern with pencil. Okay, so I was telling you right. So take a sheet of paper, put the graphite on top, and then put the tracing paper on top of that, and you just kind of, you trace it. All right, there we go. Or step 3, erase. You don't need to tell me that. And thank you. Oh, that's cool. I appreciate that. I love being thanked. Ooh. Please use coupon code. So, let me pause this for a second, and we'll open this bad boy up. Okay, finally got it open. What is this? What is this? Is this a paper? Oh yeah, it is. This is like the rump end of it. Okay, I see. All right. I'm not dumb. Jeez. Let's see. See. Position. So this must be the shiny side right here. So it needs to go down like this. Okay. Alright, so we're not ready for step 2 yet, so let's go ahead and get step 1 out of the way. Alright, got my tracing paper. Ooh, yeah, I can see through that pretty good. Excellent. Let's zoom in here so you can see the magics. And, this is my first time doing this, so let's see how this turns out. I'm just going to use an ink pen. Dang it. Okay. Oof, I hope I ain't moving it. This is going to be, something I'm going to have to figure out later is how to keep this tracing paper in place. Now, some people watching this may say that using tracing paper is cheating. Well, it's a tool. It's a tool. That's all it is. You know, it's not something that I'm going to do all the time. It's not something I feel guilty about. Because at the end of the day, I want to be a comic artist. And you got, you know, when you're trying to meet deadlines and stuff like that, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Dang it. I don't know if I'm messing this up or what. Okay. You know, I ordered a light box like, I don't know, a month or two ago, and that sucker still hasn't showed up yet. Now, it's like a really thin light box. It's not like big and bulky or anything like that, you know. Oh no, I moved it! Shucks. Well, it is what it is. How about that? But I did order a light box, and I'm still waiting for it. It's supposed to show up any day now, so it must be coming from like Hong Kong or something. I don't know. Usually anything that comes from China takes like a little over a month to get, you know, because it has to go through like several different places in China, I suppose, and then after it goes through all those different places, it still has to go into a shipping container at some point with a bunch of other stuff and make its way to the U.S. and then I guess the containers get what inspected or something, you know. Who knows? My what the heck was that thing called? My light table that I ordered, my really thin light table thing. It doesn't have a tracking number, so I have no clue when exactly it's supposed to get here. Now I do have like an estimated date, you know, should be like toward the end of this month at the 27th, I think. So I know roughly when to expect it, you know. Why am I adding all these extra details? You know what it is? I'm having fun. I'm just having fun. Let's see. Well, all right. That pretty much looks good enough to me, I guess. Okay. So, anyway, let me move my crap out of the way. I got my traced thing. Now let me get my other utensils. Alright, so here's my paper that I want to transfer the image on. And then I got my black graphite, shiny side down. I got hit sitting right there. Now here's the problem. I can't really tell in relation to the panels where exactly it's at. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take and cut this smaller. Okay. I'm back, and let me get situated here. Try to get the optimal amount of lighting. You know what? It's a little too late. I should have had that figured out before I started filming. But anyway, so I got the where I want to have the drawing on. I have that sheet of paper ready. And here is the graphite. I cut it out in a more manageable size so I can actually estimate where I want my image. So I'm going to put it in here somewhere. You know, that's where it needs to fit. I think right about here looks good enough for me. Yeah. And lower it a little bit. Wonder if I have any tape. Oh yeah, I happen to have tape handy. This is general purpose masking tape. Let me zoom in here. Okay, general purpose masking tape. The cool thing about this is you can tape stuff with it, and like, you know, paper and stuff, and it's not going to tear the crap out of your paper. I actually had a drafting class in high school where I got to learn to use a T-square and a couple other things, and one thing that we learned is you took masking tape and you would tape the corners of your paper down before actually starting on your project. Okay. All right, and I actually took and cut out my traced image, and the cutout of it, I left, I don't know if you really can tell, in some places I left a little bit more space away from the drawing, so I put tape down on there. When it came to the ears, I didn't leave as much space as I should have, probably, but we'll find out. Yes, this is really cool. All right. You know what's neat about this? I could probably tilt it. Get kind of the same thing. Yeah. Look here. Now I can draw it upside down. Well, if it's straight on like this, it comes out looking like that. There's an artist by the name of, and again, I'm terrible with names, Angel Mendina. He used to draw, he drew Adam Warlock, he drew, what else did he draw? Adam Warlock, a couple issues of the Incredible Hulk. At some point, he went to Image. He drew Spawn. Well, he started out drawing Kiss for Todd McFarlane, and then he drew Spawn, you know, for a couple issues. And then at some point, he went back to Marvel, and he drew the first issue of the rebooted Sensational Spider-Man. And he did, like, I don't know, maybe 10 issues, maybe 12, before he got aggravated and he kind of left the book. Well, he didn't kind of left the book. He did leave the book. I actually got to talk to him at a convention, and he said the reason, you know, why he left was because they had changed Spider-Man's suit, and he wanted to draw the classic Spider-Man, and that's not really what he signed up for. Was Be drawing this new suit. Alright, I think I found an angle that I like. So I'm going to go ahead and tape down these corners so I won't be moving this drawing all over the place. This is pretty neat if this works out, you know. Yeah, this, you know, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I've never done this before. Did I mention that earlier? This is my first time attempting this wacky doodle method of doing things. Oh yeah, there was another reason why I brought up Angel Mendina, or Mendina, however his name's pronounced. He gave a really good critique, you know, where like in a lot of his art, he likes to take and then twist things at a different angle. So instead of having something that is straightforward and straight dead on, like for example, you see this first panel? It's straight dead on, you know, it's right there, right? But the way Angela Medina does things, like if he drew that first panel, he would twist it at an angle, and it forces your eye to kind of search more of what's in the panel, you know. It has a really interesting effect. So I'm going to try that here, and I already can tell that I like it. And I really haven't twisted it that much, but it's aesthetically pleasing to my eye. So let's go ahead. Let's do this. This is so cool. Let me zoom in so you can see the party. There we go. Sorry that I'm quiet, folks. I'm just really focused right now. Ooh, can you sense the tension that I have trying to draw this? Oh boy, I don't know why I'm so tense for. I guess it's because, you know, I just want to trace everything as accurately as I can, you know. You know what? This lip kind of needs fixed here, maybe here, but I'll do that in the later drawing, or maybe I'll just leave it alone because I kind of like it and kind of don't. I don't know, whatever. And what time I'm drawing this? I have this chair that I sit on. It's one of these ones that you can adjust the height of it, and it just keeps lowering and lowering and lowering itself down what time I'm trying to draw this, and it's distracting. It's ruining my focus, you know. Whew. Okay. All right. I think we're getting close to the moment of truth, you know. Let's see how this turned out. Zoom back out. Are you guys ready? You know, whether or not this worked out or not, I had fun trying this, though, you know? Something new. See how that masking tape just peels off the paper like that and does no damage? That's the cool thing about masking tape. It's awesome. And again, you know, masking tape is another tool of the comic artist. Oh, here we go. What? What? Are you serial? Oh my God. What the crap? I can see the impression on the paper here. You see that? Did I do it wrong? I wonder what happens when I draw here. Okay, so nothing. Well, that's irritating. Man. So, what have we learned here, folks? If you're going to do this, you got to really press down hard, because apparently the transfer paper... Oh boy. Well, this is a little disappointing, I have to say, but that's okay. This is my first time doing it. So I know what I need to do now. I need to really focus on pressing harder on the ink pen, and this will come out much better. I don't know if I can use this again though. Like certain spots of it I could, but so I'm gonna go ahead and take and wad that up. I'll cut me out a new piece and I'll try again. But you can sort of make out the impressions. Let me zoom in here. Get this under the light. You can see the eyes, the mouth, part of the nose, hair, the hood. So it was working. I just wasn't pressing hard enough. So if you try the graphite, if you try the graphite, if you try that, it should work. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat my pudding and really give this some thought. You know, I don't know if people want to see other people eat on video, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. Well, anyway, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I don't feel like it's been a complete waste of time, but I hope some of you don't think it was a waste of time. If it is, I apologize. I thought I was going to do something cool, but apparently not. I will see you again in the next video, and hopefully when I take the time to draw something, it'll actually show up. This is C.B Smallwood, and you're watching 100 Days of Making Comics.